Dr. Kanmani ma'am. So I would also like to give a brief introduction about her. I'm really honored to introduce one of the highly accomplished academic researcher with over 20 years of experience in educational technology. Work focuses on facilitating education through technology and government-related policies. She also played a key role in introducing child rights, and we are really happy to have you with us today, ma'am. Thank you so much. I would also like to give her the appreciation. நம்மளால தங்கத்தட்டோ இல்லை வெள்ளித்தட்டோ கொடுக்க முடியாது, ஒரு நல்ல பாராட்டு கொடுக்கலாமே, ஒரு நல்ல கைத்தட்டல் கொடுக்கலாமே. ஓகே, தேங்க்யூ தேங்க்யூ. இந்த எனர்ஜி தான் எனக்கு வேணும். ஸோ நவ் ஐ ரிக்வெஸ்ட் வைஷ்ணவி ஸ்ரீனிவாசன், எக்ஸிக்யூட்டிவ் டைரக்டர் ஆஃப் பூமி, டு felicitate both of our chief guests. So as we move forward, we also have a special book launch. So நிறைய பிஎட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்திருக்கீங்க, ஃபியூச்சர் டீச்சர்ஸும் இருக்கீங்க, டீச்சர்ஸும் இருக்கீங்க. ஸோ நம்ம பூமி டீம்லேருந்து வி ஹாவ் கிரியேட்டட் லைக் ரிசோர்ஸ் புக் ஃபார் எஸ்சிஎல். ஸோ நிறையா ஃபெலோஸ் ஆல்ரெடி வந்து இதை கிளாஸ் ரூம்ஸ்க்கு எடுத்துகிட்டு போயிட்டு இருக்காங்க. அண்ட் அதோட இம்பேக்ட் வந்து நம்ம பார்த்துட்டு தான் இருக்கோம். நிறையா டீச்சர்ஸும் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க, ஃபெலோஸும் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. ஸோ பிஎட் கோர்ஸ் பண்ணும்போதே அதை நம்ம இன்டகிரேட் பண்ணும்போது இன்னும் டீச்சர்ஸ்க்கு வந்து யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும் அதை அடாப்ட் பண்ணிக்கிறதுக்கு. ஸோ அதுக்காக வந்து பூமியிலேருந்து நம்ம ஒரு ரிசோர்ஸ் புக் லான்ச் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ஸோ வி நவ் இன்வைட் டாக்டர் நரேஷ் அண்ட் மிஸ் வைஷ்ணவி ஸ்ரீனிவாசன் to kindly launch the book and present it to Ms. Kanmani as a token of this meaningful initiative. ஸோ பிஎட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு எப்படி அகாடமிக் ஸ்கில்ஸ் அண்ட் சர்டிஃபிகேஷன்ஸ் எந்த அளவுக்கு இம்பார்ட்டண்ட்டோ சோஷியல் எமோஷனல் லேர்னிங்குமே இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஸோ ஆஸ் த செஷன் மூவ் ஃபார்வர்ட் we will also like go into deep and learn more about it. And I now request Ms. Kanmani ma'am to share few words about the book.
Most respected Director, Department of Elementary Education of our government, Tamil Nadu government, Dr. P.A. Naresh sir, and a special person who is really doing wonders in the field of education as an assistant education officer, Mrs. S. Vadavalli ma'am, who is serving in the Greater Chennai Corporation, and the panelist Dr. Sheila Jayanti, chairperson of Child Welfare Committee, Chennai South Government of Tamil Nadu, and Dr. Manaka Manikaraj, Child and Adolescent Behavior Specialist, Dr. Pavitra Arunachaleshwaran, a consultant psychiatrist. More than that, the dignitaries of the dais, I think I could see many familiar faces over here. That is my dear prospective teachers. I think many of you are from B.Ed colleges. I'm so happy. And many academicians, and more than that, the school teachers are also available here. Happy morning to you, one and all present here. It's really a wonderful opportunity to stand before you or to say a few words about this particular book which is being launched today. Actually, it is really a golden opportunity because after a long period, having read so many research books and psychological books, even our subject books, Shefali has given me a wonderful opportunity to read this book which is called Cell for Future Educators. While I was reading this, it really made me a very good transformation, even as a teacher and as a researcher for more than 20 years in the field of teacher education itself. See, I would like to say more things about this book, but from the point of a researcher. It is a wonderful effort taken by this team. I don't know who are all cell team. This is what the wonderful thing. What I can say is team teaching and team learning. You would have heard about it, but this is a teamwork, team writing. This is what a little bit of innovation they have shown, and they have proved in it also. I could find a word team, cell teamwork. It is a work by cell team. So I found this is a very good what can I say, the custom what we can even adapt it in our future. And one more thing, I really enjoyed it on reading these 4 chapters. First of all, on seeing what is SEL, social and emotional learning for future educators. See, when Shefali was talking with me for a year before, I was a little bit hesitated to have an MOU with our university, because I have been associating with so many NGOs and have taken so many efforts. Based on that, a curriculum change was done, where we have introduced a paper called Child Rights and Protection as one of the papers in our TNTU curricula. See, when we are talking about this, she was introduced by Mr. Shyam Sundar, who is working in SMC of Tamil Nadu government, and I told her, okay, let us see, ma, later on we'll see. So what happens, that part of telling her was delayed, and it was prolonged due to so many technical issues, but still it is in there in my mind. So when the time comes, on the right time, it will be done so, ma'am. Coming to the part of how the book was written, more than a content, I would like to say, see the way it was written, and it was portrayed each and every aspect of this book talks about the experiences, as well as the experience which was based on the researchers, whatever they have done over it. For example, see, we people, I think I can talk a little bit about technically and pedagogically. This is what all BA students can understand. We always talk about, start with taxonomies and objectives. This is what the basics of teaching we must know. That is, which is called as knowing. Knowing is very, very important. No, it starts from knowing. But here, this book starts with understanding. You just imagine, see what these people have already assumed in the mind is, whoever is coming to the field of teaching, they know that they have a passion. So knowing is not at all, that much of a requirement is not there, but understanding is more important than knowing in the aspect of social and emotional learning, because it is, the word is highly significant, because see, when a person is emotionally absent and socially not able to associate or interrelate with anyone who is surrounded by him or her, then we can, you just imagine how is it possible for us uh, to take part in any kind of learning. A learning process never takes place completely. I can say it can take place partially, but it won't fulfill. So that's why the social importance and then the emotional importance are given much importance is given. That's why they have started with understanding of social and emotional learning. Here, in each and every chapters, that is comprises of 4 chapters, that is social, emotional learning for teachers, building emotional competence, and so a self for children, that's much required, and creating safe, inclusive and trauma informed classrooms. This is what our narrator was addressing in his last part of address. He was concentrating about the impact of AI, how people are being addicted to technology, much of technologies. So here, what I can say is, each one should learn this book. But before that, I'll tell you small things, what are the updation can be done, but we'll talk about only the positive aspect of this book is, see, wonderfully written and excellently organized, in the sense that is the concepts which from logical sequence maintained from each part of this book, that is from chapter 1 to chapter 4. And this, what I can say is, see, the way, even for us, we all love colors, See, the appropriate selection of colors and in the pictures, and even see, you can say, this is what, as a teacher, we must know. See, these are all the pictures, you just see where once you get it, some places they have used stick pictures. uh, Actually, it gives me an admiration. Why, see, some of the advertisements and even in foreign books and even our Indian books, see, I could see even Tamil Nadu governments, nowadays it is being changed, but previous days and all, they used to give a picture, a white, beautiful, pretty looking girl, a pretty looking woman, or a handsome man. Like this only the photos are being printed in all such kinds of, even the research books is where we used to come across. But this is a book where we cannot see any kind of that kind of things in this book. Because you see, if a child reads, if a child get a chance to read this book, even as a human being, we people, we have that a concept of, some people, not everyone, have a concept of color complexions. If see, wherever you go, you never find a people of black color. This is what our mind is set up with. But this book, they never use those kinds of pictures in this book. For that aspect, one who has contributed in this aspect, my hearty congratulations goes to the team, because no way it affects anyone. And the second thing is, that is, I wonder, even some things I couldn't understand. I always used to observe very keenly what this picture denotes and what the message gives us. See, I can say, I didn't get much time to read this book, because yesterday night only I got a soft copy. See, this is what. See, these are all things where you cannot find any kind of negative things you can have it in your mind, okay? And coming to the next thing, based on experiential learning, see the way the anecdotes are being given. See, for example, they have stated anecdote incident and making that the student, that is the student teacher, to put in that position and asking them to respond to that particular exercise. See, you just imagine, even the psychology books, which when I was studying B.Ed, Chauhan is the best book, and where I would get lot of information, but it was dumped only with the information. It is full of information, but here, to even to explain the concepts of attitudes and all such things, okay? But here, each and every concepts of emotional disturbances and emotional imbalance and emotional balancing, how the children has to be handled in the classrooms emotionally as well as socially. See, you can't even imagine. So this is a book which talks about each and every aspect of the things which are all happening in the classroom, or explained in very detail. So this is a wonderful book for the budding students, teachers who are all making themselves involved in the teaching profession. And next to the part, that is third chapter, we can talk about self for children. How the children can make use of this book. It is again, I can say, though there are a few things has to be changed a little bit, it is given in a wonderful manner. But the fourth part and the fourth chapter and the first chapter I like the most. This is where it comes under creativity, safe, inclusive and trauma-informed classrooms. Because nowadays the classrooms are, even I don't know how many of you are listening to us and how many of you are involving in mobile phones or chatting with their unknown neighbors or friends through mobiles. So how these things can be addressed in the classroom are clearly well informed, and you will get chance of your budding teacher who completes a B.Ed course, or who is much interested to become a teacher, learns or before enter the class. I can say that, I can confidently say that he or she will definitely have a very good classroom management once he or she reads this book. So before enters the class, kindly have at least the first reading of this book before you enter the class for teaching any content. My hearty congratulations to you, ma'am, for the wonderful contribution to the fraternity of teaching as well as to the student communities. And my wholehearted thanks to all the team members who have worked behind this force and extending your contribution towards the welfare of the student as well as the teacher community. Thank you, one and all present here.